They want us to sign the contract?
I think that the sculpture, I mean, I think we could talk to them and.
I'm sure it will be fine. I mean, there's 20 to 30 communities that already have this done, and I've never heard of them going through this issue. I'm not saying that I don't like to go through the proper channels. I need to know that there's support, and I haven't really been given that.
I think, Sarah, that once you're told by someone that you rely on for advice, such as MMA, then you're kind of honor bound to follow it.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if something should happen later on down the road,
MMA won't protect us anymore.
MMA is going to say, look, we told you to go through
And
the
I'm fine
proper
with that. I mean,
channel.
personally on this board.
I think
Because-
everybody's in
okay.
favor of it.
I
I
didn't
mean,
say I
I
wasn't
can
in
say
favor.
for
I just
myself
want to
only.
let the taxpayers have their, if the MMA says that they have got to be involved in this, that's what we've got to do, and that cut and dry. I mean,
I don't want to
Well,
move
can we go
forward
around the
on-
board and say, I mean,
on a
do any
warrant
of you
if
have
that's
an
the only
objection
warrant.
of saying,
I
I'm
don't,
in favor, or
right, I wanted to make one comment before we do that, if I may,
Okay.
and that is, number 3 on the letter of agreement. The RE, which is the town,
Right.
agrees to take possession of the sculpture by December 1st, 2014,
Mhm.
to maintain
Yeah.
and exhibit it permanently, and to ensure, E-N-S-U-R-E, not insure, ensure it against damage, loss, liability. Well, I don't think
Insure,
anybody's gonna take
insure,
the...
either way,
Yeah,
you're.
it's
Okay,
Insurance.
well, my concern is how do we handle vandalism?
yeah, by
Same
insurance,
way we-
Have it insured.
by insurance, you have it insured.
So do you have
Yeah,
any
no
idea of what
vandalism on
a
any other
policy on an
property.
art piece is?
Yeah, I mean,
Same if somebody goes down to the memorial park and spray
Right.
cans up the,
right, we have to clean it up,
Right.
and we do. I mean, right now, there's one ball missing on the Civil War. Every spring, there's at least one or two.
Huh.
And we go out to Willie Corey and ask him for another bowling ball, we paint it up and. I mean, that's a
The other
yearly thing.
As far as value goes, Mike, when Jesse Salisbury was here, he was saying that he was gonna ask the community to raise 25%. So if he's asking us for 12,000, then an estimate on the value of the sculpture would be about 50,000.
Yeah.
it's gonna fall under our other, I'm sure it will fall under our other insurance that we have on all the other town-owned things.
All right, it was just a question I had on that.
Does would that bring the rates up? I mean, usually
No.
insurance companies, you
No.
keep adding on. I know if I put another car in my policy, they look at it real.
But you're an individual, we're a
so
municipality.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
The final question I have
What's your
regarding
personal
this
opinion? So I have to
is,
look at that.
is the committee going to select sites and coordinate with the select board on the sites for the sculpture?
Ultimately, if it was town-owned property, which we had covered in our first meeting, then anything would have to go.
400 feet off Blue Fisher.
So let's
No.
put it,
This board would be overseeing
Mhm.
right, they're
those
the
decisions.
same way as the highway board or any other board is. They rip all their findings, bring it back to us, and we say yes or no, but, we're relying on their expertise as a board to inform us the way we should go. I mean, I'd hate to think that they do all this work and we decide last minute, no, I want it on the lawn out here.
I mean, there's only so many sites
That's
Right.
Right.
realistically that it could be on.
right. And you do take a chance anytime you put anything out there.
I mean, but one sculpture is in the water.
Yep.
When it's high tide, you don't see it, but when the tide's
Well,
going up,
part of
you
it
see
you
it.
don't
So,
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, we're off Moose. No, that'd be great. Don't look at it.
So,
That's interesting.
anyway,
Maybe they're all their literature yet?
Obviously not,
Don't miss that,
Justin.
Penny.
I guess I did.
I'd like to invite you to one of Sarah's meetings.
I went to the first one, that was enough. I'm in support of it.
I'm also in support of it.
Jimmy,
I ain't.
Sarah,
Too much money, too much maintenance, too much.
I have been the one to get them here and
correct. I
be the
just want you to say
cheerleader
it.
to,
So, yes or no
add
is all I
Lubec the
needed.
missing link of the sculpture tour.
She said yes.
She said
And,
yes.
uh,
Okay.
I have taken the responsibility to be in charge of that committee, so yes.
Okay. And the more people that we can, or the more items we can get on a public hearing, the better it is economically.
Right.
I got a couple.
We are going to ask that the person that's asking for the easement pay part of this public hearing. We probably will ask this committee to include that in their
Maybe we can
fundraising
get
as
the
well.
maybe we can get the historical society's, issue
Possibly.
voted on at the same time. Plus that might help draw out more people, for more issues we have to go over.
Correct, but it depends on how fast we can get it all together too.
Okay,
And
yeah.
that's an
Pressure's on.
August issue.
Not me.
She's just the
I
scheduler,
just set
it's
the
up
dates,
to us to.
but you
She's
guys,
just the
you do
scheduler.
your act together.
All right, so it sounds like it's mostly in favor of Sarah.
I guess the next step is we're gonna have to contact the Sculpture Symposium to see if they would give us an extension to what, the end of April to sign the contract?
I would say till May 1st, just to
Yeah,
be
to have
on
it
the
signed
safe
by
side.
May
Yeah.
1st, and if they're willing to do that, then we'll bust all of our, use our resources to get it done by then.
I'm in contact with them.
Okay, so
I mean, let them know that the only reason we haven't signed it instantly is because our legal advice says we can't, but we are in 100%.
Or should not,
Right.
I think is a better.
Yeah, sure.
But we definitely want to sign it and look forward to a positive vote. If we can get just a third of the people that were here the first meeting, we're gonna be good.
Yeah, it's a good turnout.
Right.
If a lot of old people on fixed income show up, it might sink.
I mean, you know, the big thing too is, yeah, that's it, there is no cost to the municipality. The fundraising is all gonna be done, by the committee.
Correct.
I mean, there are no public funds going into this project. They'll all be raised through the committee.
They've done that
That's
great
for
deal
the,
with different
that's for
bonds.
the,
Then down the road, we've ended up paying
Right.
some way somehow because it's that unforeseen stuff sometimes, you know?
that's correct. That's
That's
what's
always
gonna
right.
happen, it's gonna be ongoing.
Yeah.
I don't know, but a chunk of granite is pretty low maintenance. I mean, look at a headstone. You can go out to a cemetery 200-300 years
Wanna take a
later.
look at that?
Yeah, they're
Oh,
all
yeah.
falling over out there.
Yeah, right, it's just one great
About the
big
only
pile of
thing,
mess
that's
like
about
a
the only thing
junkyard.
they're prone to.
Right. But they didn't put bases under their headstones like a modern sculpture would, and drainage. And
Stonework you done down here.
Well, that's a very good observation, Justin, because if monuments and cemeteries had the substantial base that a sculpture has, it would probably
Be all concrete.
it'd be
Right.
fine.
You
Yeah,
have to
and it'd
mow
be
it.
massive, but
Yeah, you never have to
unfortunately,
mow it,
they're
there'll
only
be
a
no
flat
grass.
rock, a little bit bigger, like a footer, and the heaving from the seasonal changes.
Well, that happened with the
maintenance.
Civil War monument too, that's why it took $100,000 to repair that. I mean, we had to raise money and repair the Civil War monument.
Was that that was the restoration work. You're not talking about the
No,
stone
the
wall
base-
around the
base-
outside?
No, not, yeah,
That's,
we did
that's
that
looking
too.
like it's missing some
Well,
rocks
the good thing
again.
is that
Yeah,
no
we
matter
did
how
that
it
too,
goes,
but
we always got that one in the chives we can go marble.
Eastport has a nice one.
Do they?
Yeah.
Eastport has a nice one.
Okay,
Awesome.
so let's move on
So
to the
will you get a
next.
hold of them and let us know via email how they said? Appreciate it.
Thank you, Sarah.
Next item is to discuss the Public Works Garage Survey. Some of the results. There was two ways to do the survey. One, they could fill the survey out and get it back to the town office. The other way was to have it online. Is that just, you don't have the results from the
No.
survey?
No, I got it.
I checked my box today and there was nothing there about it.
It's in my packet, is it in your packet?
There should have been, okay.
Been through it 3 times.
You imagine. I didn't think it was my mistake, Ian. Oh, there you
Thank you,
are.
buddy.
The gray and white, this is all of the results. Some of the answers, do you feel that the town of Lubec needs to build a sand salt shed for its municipal sand pile? 70.2% said yes, 29.8 said no. Do you feel that the town of Lubec should replace the current public works garage? 63.2 said yes, 36.8 said no.
We have different counts on different
Yeah,
questions
I don't know where
as
you're getting
well.
that second figure you're
Okay.
reading out, but it does not
Because
agree with this.
this is the one that I'm going on right now.
Yeah.
There are two
And these
different
were
sheets.
copies?
No, there are two different.
Okay.
These are the sheets.
Front sheet, like,
Right.
Yeah.
Start on page 1.
oh,
Yeah, roll it.
These are the sheets that we got at the town office. Okay? I was able to go through the ones that came into the town office. And I wanted to break them up a little bit. We tried to get into the ones online, and I wasn't able to do so, so I just went with what we had. What I wanted to show was how the
So, wait a
registered,
second. So there's more that we haven't got compiled in these results.
these are all,
Okay, so our
These are the
top
ones-
sheets are complete.
yes.
The
These are
other
the
ones that
Okay,
Mike was looking
alright.
at was just the office.
These are the
Okay.
ones that we have in the office.
Okay.
What I wanted to do with the ones that we had in the office was take a look at the registered voters and the non-registered voters.
Ah,
Because when it comes time for us to have a town meeting
yes.
to vote on the project one way or the other, the registered voters have a right to go to the meeting, raise their hand, yea or nay.
Okay, so could
Well, the
you,
non-registered voters have a right to go to the meeting and
attend.
express their opinion.
But no, yeah,
Only
no.
if
See,
they
right here
are
they
allowed
did.
by 2/3
No, but I'm
majority.
saying they
Yeah.
still,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, moving forward on the project, I don't care if they live in New York, if they pay taxes here and they have an interest.
Mhm.
I wanna know we move forward on the majority of what people feel, not
Right.
just those that are gonna be able to come into the meeting
Mhm.
and raise their hand, because all this speculation